Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of this series in the program we're making, and we're trying to test it out. So, right now, I have up the program and the tester, and the last thing we did, I believe, was from the tester. So, let's go back into the actions. So, in the actions of the tester, we call the function load movie, and the function is basically the same thing from save movie. Well, that's how far we have it right now, but it's actually going to be different, so we'll have to change that up. But before we do that, we have a box with a box border and a box color, and we need this stage as well. So stage, wait a sec. Mm, so we'll take the stage. So just right click and click copy, go over into tester and paste it there where it has the stage and stage color. Okay, just save that and into the actions now where this is load movie, function movie. Most most of the things we want to do is actually just since we're loading it. Okay, let's duplicate this for help purposes. So we'll just call this save and we'll have loaded up here. So say we save the movie, this is all the things that are being saved, and now we're going to load it. So since we saved the object start in the program to the no since we saved the test to the object start, let's see if I can find it here. Save movie. Alright, so save test. Okay, we have it there. So LMAP test is equal to this, so we just copy this from here and put this in here. So since we made this variable our object depth, in the load movie we'll make our object depth, which is a new variable that will be made when you define it here, will be equal to what that is. And we want to set this stage to be that color, so we'll say mm, stage color. We'll have to set RGB, and for all the objects inside here we'll have to set everything as well. So first thing we're going to do is get this stage to set its color. So just unlock the stage layer and copy stage. Just paste in place back here. It won't really change anything because there's the stage in your library already. And now we can say stage var colorful is equal to new color root that the stage and color set RGB, and the color will be this. Root at the stage. It's not actually root at this stage. It's actually root at this stage dot stage color. Okay, and For the objects, we'll have to attach movies for each one of them. So we'll say attach movie. ID name would be equal to um, huh, we can just make the ID name whatever the object name is, which is equal to let's see, box. So box, and the new name will be equal to like what is this plus that will be equal to object plus I. Whatever I was, the depth will also be equal to I, and the init object open parentheses close parentheses. So we can close off this one time, and inside here we'll say x is equal to this variable we saved here, which is dot x for that particular object, comma y will be equal to this. Comma with no width, which will be equal to this one, comma underscore height will be equal to this one here, and then we'll have to deal with, okay, just take this with the color. So we'll say object color, var object color equal to new color, root dot object plus I dot box color, and we'll say object color dot set RGB to the object color. Okay, errors. Frame 1, line 2, wrong number of parameters. Load movie requires between 2 and 3. Oh, it's probably because of the function type. So just say load the movie, or you can have it as load the game. So just save that and publish. I'm not sure if it might work because of course we haven't tested it out yet, but let's publish the tester and let's publish the program itself. Okay, and let's go and open the program. So this is our program. Painted green, and it is this big. So if we test, so we have a box that is that big. There's a box in the corner that's and it has the same color and everything. This is probably with some code error that we'll have to work on. But we have a box. Okay, let's try and move it over here. So the box is over there now. Let's try making it really big. Okay, it is really big as well. And if we remove it, it's gone as well. So if we make a lot of different boxes, they are there as well. And if we paint them different colors in the tester, they are there as well as this green, and as well as the stage itself. So the stage also changes color. Well, let's exit. And since we have this working, let me go ahead and explain. So, test movie. This was a function called in the program itself, not the program tester. So in the program, the test movie, it calls a random variable called lmap test, which is let's make a program test, which makes a new file in Adobe called this, whatever you name the test, and then you say lmp test, which is a variable dot data because it's a share object dot d start. So this will add a new file name called this start, and it'll be equal to whatever object start was in the program, and same with the depth will be the object depth. Then it has a variable, we call a variable color, which is equal to new colorful is equal to new color, and we set the target path to the stage color, and then we make a variable in LMV test called stage color, and that variable will be equal to 0x plus whatever color the stage was. And then for the for all the objects we have on stage, we make a for loop, and what that for loop basically does, it checks the objects, makes them a target, and checks their color. It checks the object's x position, y position, width and height, and then when it checks that, it just makes a new variable called data that object 1 x will be equal to symbol 1's x. Then object 2x will be equal to symbol 2x. Object 3x will be equal to symbol 3x. So it's just making different new variables in the save that you made here. So that's what this does. That's what the test movie does, and flushes it so that it saves one time without you having to take off the game. And at the same time, it uses the fs command, which opens the tester, which is this. And when you open the tester, it loads the movie, and in the movie, it loads up the same shared object file. It makes a variable called object start, which will be equal to the start that we saved in the program. Depth will be equal to the depth, and it will get the variable for the stage and set the stage color for whatever this stage color was. And for another for loop, it will read all the objects, and it will attach boxes every time there's an object, and it checks, gives the object its depth and its XY positions, and also the color. Back inside here, when we tested, there was this box in the corner here. So I'm going to try to see how I can get that out. Okay, so I figured out why that box pops up is because the I will be equal to object start. And when the game starts, before we add an object, object start will equal to 0, and when we add an object, object start will go like to 1. So all we can say is I is equal to object start plus 1. Save, publish, and if you test it out again, you will see that when you test the movie, it still appears. And that, because what I just told you had nothing to do with it. I'll probably find a way to fix that in the next episode. So now like and subscribe and comment.